to explain myself because I made like a huge statement on a short form video where I was like, these puppies, hold on. These puppies are better than Hourglass. And I just need to explain myself. I mean, these are such an amazing product. They deserve their own video anyways. And like right off the bat, these are not dupes of Hourglass. They're a different formulation than Hourglass. But the reason that I compare these to Hourglass is because on the descriptions are very similar. And you know, one word that I use to describe Hourglass is airbrush. Well, that's the word I would also use to describe these Morphe blushes. So I am going to be swatching and demoing every single shade of the brand new Morphe Cloudlight Soft Glow Diffused blushes. There are 7 beautiful shades, and you have to admit, the comeback of Morphe needs to be studied because I have never seen a brand come back quite like Morphe. All of the products that they've been launching have been extremely high quality, complete 180 from the Morphe we knew 10 years ago, and everything they come out with, it just keeps getting better. Obviously, I did receive these in PR. Would have bought them anyways. They just beat me to it. I got it before the launch in PR, luckily. One of the reasons that I knew I was going to purchase these is because one of the best products that I tried last year, one of the most mind-blowing products that I tried last year were these from I'm accidentally saying Hourglass. Were these from Morphe. These are the Cloudlight Soft Glow Veils, and they're not the exact same formulation because these are blushes. They're meant to give more pigment. These are supposed to be more of a soft veil, but they have that similar, if you're familiar, soft, smooth, silky, really no kickback situation. Now these are going to be closer to the Hourglass finishing powders. They're still not the exact same. These have more pigment, but I would use these as bronzers. I've used this as highlight, and then I've used these similarly to how I would use the finishing powder from Hourglass, and I've been so floored by this formula. It has been an addition into my regular makeup routine, and so when I saw they launched blushes, I had to give them a go. Now these blushes are $16 each, which Morphe's price point, it's like not the most affordable brand anymore, but it's not quite hitting high end. And these are supposed to be a soft flush and give a lit from within glow, made with innovative powder technology, has squalane, shea butter, hyaluronic acid, it's multi-toned, and it optically blurs, reflects light to deliver silky smooth color and radiance. Tell me that description doesn't sound like Hourglass. It does. Now, comparing these to the Soft Glow Veils, even I'm using the deepest shade, which I will use for bronzer on myself, and then the blush. The blush does have a little bit of pigment, and I do think the Soft Glow Veils have more glow to them to just give you an idea of how different they are. Yeah, the veils definitely have more glow to them. And you know what? I like the clear acrylic packaging. I know some people read it as cheap, but I just love being able to see the product. So in the blushes, getting 4 grams of product. Just so you know, the Soft Glow Veils, you do get double the product at 8 grams. So this is half. 24-month shelf life. Bulk formulated in Taiwan. Pressed and assembled in China, which is the same as the Soft Glow Veils. They do recommend with these blushes to use their M202 blush brushes, which have that kit and paw effect, and they're not too dense, but they do have a little bit of stiffness here so that they can pick up the product since it does have a harder press. And you will not be disappointed if you purchase a Morphe brush. Honestly, I normally do not recommend to purchase the brushes that they say is for a certain product, but when it comes to Morphe brushes, you won't be disappointed by them. Like this is one where I'm like, you'd probably be happy if you picked up the matching brush to go with. So this first shade is Fluff. This is a soft pink. This is going to be the lightest shade. That's what the swatch looks like. Now I do not have any powder on my face currently, and you're gonna see, even though I don't have any powder on my face, how beautifully it applies regardless. It doesn't stick and get weird either. So actually, even though it is a hard press, like you will get a little bit of kickback with these. So I'm just gonna press this here. So you'll see it's a buildable formula. If you tend to be a little heavy-handed when it comes to blushes, this is a good formula for you. And then look how it looks like it applied itself. It just melts into the skin and it looks like it's your natural flush. It looks like skin. It does not look like an added layer of powder on the skin, which the Hourglass doesn't melt in quite like this. So that is what makes this powder unique from the Hourglass, is how even though I don't have powder down, it meshed into my foundation and concealer here to just really be one with the skin. I mean, how beautiful is that? I'm gonna build this up just more than I regularly would to show you not only the buildability of this, but also so the color picks up better on camera. But I'd absolutely be happy with this just being a soft flush. So again, this is Fluff. Next shade is Twist. This is a peachy coral. And there's no glitter or anything in this formula. I'm gonna use a different brush, pat that in, tap off the excess. I think Fluff, the color that I just used, is probably going to end up being my most used shade. This range is really inclusive in that it has shades that are going to work for deeper complexions as well. My major disappointment with this range though is there's no nude shades. They're all like pink or orange. Like, why do brands not give us a good brown, neutral, nude blush range? These are all very vibrant. So that I think is what is really missing here. And Morphe, I need you to get on that because I love this formula so much. So again, we have Twist. And you can see they're very different from one another. And I mean, just look at the application of these. These look airbrushed on the skin. You can't tell where they start and end. Like, airbrushed. That's how I describe this application. It's crazy. Wisp is next. This is a mid-toned rose. This one I feel like has just a little bit more glow than the other shades. And I think you're able to see that translated in the swatches as well. And you guys know I love a rose. It's a flattering shade on just about everybody. This brush really is perfect for the application of this blush because I think it helps with that airbrushed feel and look. But you see, just a really nice light natural flush. And then for review's sake, I will build it up. And this one I think looks more glowy than the other shades, but these first three are the most appropriate for my skin tone if you are around my skin tone. This is Breeze, a rich mauve. It almost looks berry to me. So this one I have to start using a lighter hand with. But this is a fabulous winter shade because it's going to give that I played outside in the snow kind of color. So this starts off really natural if you need it to, but of course you can very easily build the shade up. It'll be pretty on the nose too. I definitely recommend this shade for the winter. So again, we have Breeze, if you like that cold girl kind of look. This is Drift, which is a bronze blush. It's gonna be really beautiful for those of you with a deeper complexion, but I'll show you how it works on me because it is able to be used on me, just obviously very light hands, you guys, because this one's a lot of pigment, but this is for a real toasted kind of look. So if you love toasted teddy, really warm, almost like bronzer blushes, then I think you will like this one, because even though that looks scary when I first applied it, Like, that's gorgeous. It's for a specific kind of look, that sunburnt style of look, but I think that this is a beautiful color. And then we have Whirl, which is a vivid fuchsia punch. So this one is not my personal cup of tea, but I just know deep complexions, you are going to love this one. It is going to look so stunning on you. I mean, this range, I just love that it's going to work for so many different skin tones. So again, this one is Whirl, and this one, I mean, sheared out, I can make it work for me as well. It's a really beautiful summer shade. And the last shade that I have is Rush, which is a vibrant red, which I think a lot of people can be scared for reds, but in a lot of ways, a red can look the most natural. This is the base I'm gonna be wearing today, so I'm gonna make it look good. Obviously, when you are using such a vibrant shade like a red, you wanna use a very light hand. So you can see I even distributed the pigment with that dip on 2 cheeks. But it can give you like a I just worked out kind of flush, which is about as natural looking as it gets. And I can tell you I did not work out. And so if you really push that pigment in and shear it out, you get a really gorgeous natural looking flush. I even just went in for a little bit more, run it along the nose. And how beautiful and natural this is. But of course you can build it up. Now, those are all 6 shades: Fluff, Twist, Wisp, Breeze, Drift, Whirl, and Rush. Completing my face, I'm also going to show you how I use the soft glow veils. So I'm going to start off with the shade Sunset, which I'm going to use as a bronzer. So I'm just going to use a fluffy brush. I'm going to start this on my forehead, but these blend out with ease. And the finish of these on the skin remind me a lot of Hourglass. The feel is completely different. The pigment's completely different, but when it's all said and done on the face, it reminds me. It's not the Hourglass filter that I often talk about, but similar. It's the Morphe filter, I would say. So add just a little bit of warmth around the face. Then I'm going in with the shade Dawn. And I'm going to be using this as a super natural highlight. This gives an angelic glow from within, as you can see, because it's not a lot of pigment here, but just enough to like add that. And then finally, I'm going in with the shade Sunrise. And this is the one where I will use it like an Hourglass finishing powder. So I get my fluffy brush, kind of get that all over, and I melt all the powders together on my skin and use this as a veil all over, and it just makes everything look so much more seamless. It sets the makeup without making it look too powdery. I think it's such a beautiful product. And because I know I have a lot of fellow Hourglass nerds over here, I'm gonna do some swatch comparisons between Hourglass blushes and the Morphe blushes. So from Hourglass, I just pulled the Deer palette because the two blush shades remind me of the lightest shades from the Morphe blushes. Now, these are more powdery feeling. These are a baked formulation from Hourglass here. And they're a super extremely finely milled formulation. So more powdery, but very, very fine. And then I'm gonna do Fluff and Twist here from Morphe. The shades, these are the Morphe swatches. The shades aren't the exact same, but I'm just trying to show you the difference in consistency. I feel like the Morphe blushes have more of a stained look, whereas the Hourglass is a little bit more light and airy and powdery, but not in a bad way. You know, I love my Hourglass blushes. But no, they are not the same formula. They are not dupes, but I do think that they have similar claims and kind of perform similarly on the face. So that's what I meant by that statement. And of course, an Hourglass individual blush is $48 and a Morphe blush is $16. But at the end of the day, as an Hourglass fan and collector, I'm still gonna buy the Hourglass blushes. Don't worry about that. I just will also now buy the Morphe blushes. But overall, when it comes to these Morphe blushes, they are absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend them if you're looking for a good product from the left side of the Ulta store. These Morphe blushes are one of the best products to have launched there this year, in my opinion. Just a truly airbrushed, high quality product that doesn't have that price point. I'm just adding a little bit of fluff here to the apples of my cheek. The only thing I think with these is we need more nude and neutral shades. These are quite vibrant, so I would love to see the shade range expanded. But other than that, no complaints. I just wanted to give you guys a full video on these because I think they are that fantastic. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys, have a good one.
It's delicious.